So the lawyers for Alberta Health Services know not only that our position is correct legally and that an injunction cannot apply to all people, they also expressly consented to the removal of these 5 words that were improper. And now we've got Alberta Health Services is still writing threatening letters and making arguments in court on these different contempt applications against different individuals all over Alberta. The police are misrepresenting the order, and they're serving this May 13th amended order saying it applies to you. And if you dare to exercise your charter freedom of conscience or religion or association or peaceful assembly, we will immediately arrest you and throw you in jail. So this is a complete breakdown of the rule of law in Alberta.
Yeah, okay, but how can we get them to stop? I mean, obviously
we're going to have to make
way
another.
out of hand.
It's completely out of hand.
Yeah.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not saying things were okay prior to May 6th. I mean, it's not okay that you could get a $2,000 ticket for having your parents over for supper. That's not okay either, right? But this is so much worse that you can be immediately arrested and thrown in jail. So we're going to have to make another court application and go before Justice Rook again to seek clarification of the obvious, because what Alberta Health Services is now arguing is akin to a scientist arguing that the Earth is flat. I mean, it's...
What are they saying? They're not...
They're saying the order still applies to everybody in Alberta. Even though that's contrary... I guess we'll have to hear what they're going to say in court. But it's completely contrary to the law of injunctions as understood and established. And it's also completely contrary to the undertaking or promise that was made and based on the conversations between Jennifer Jackson and Dalton McGrath. And it's contrary to the amendment on May 13th. We didn't go before Justice Rook to get those 5 words taken out for nothing. Alberta Health Services is essentially saying that this was just completely meaningless, that we hired a lawyer, we went into court, we have an affidavit, we have a brief and everything else. We made a whole court application to which they consented, and now they turn around and say, oh, that meant nothing.